Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, FIU will kick it off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks offense will be first on the attack. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the...
There he goes! They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Ducks want to move quickly.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. Quick handoff. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Moore will throw. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's going for a big play downfield. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it would be a touchback. So FIU's offense will go to work for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver.
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to fire on second down. Downfield. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. FIU pushing tempo. Off the play fake. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
FIU will line up to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
From the gun, running back on the move. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and long. Moore to the air. Turns it loose deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And now this offense will take the field again. Lost a throw on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Punt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ducks! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the right. This time he's got it. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. The Panthers want to pick up the tempo.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Complete to the right. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30.
Well, the quarterback did a really good job there, hanging in and delivering the pass, knowing that he was going to get hit. That really paid off for the offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Catch in the middle. It's McNeil. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. He'll try the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third down, he drops to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Started here in the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Nice move to keep running. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got to the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Casper. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the back. Moore to the air. Plucks it out of the air. Made a defender miss. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. They'll run play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. FIU will line up the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Moore will throw. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. On the run, it's Hughes. And that's a very productive 1st down play of bringing up 2nd and 3. Got it behind the line. It's Casper. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Going to the ground. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nevada. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. FIU will line up to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll return it from around the 50. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Grab behind the line. It's Casper. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Moore to the air. Finds his man. It's Moore. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Using his legs, it's Hughes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. A first down run on the doorstep. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. The give. Touchdown Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that drive covered just 44 yards. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. FIU pushing tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
The sure hands, it's Williams. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Rushes on him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. With the catch, it's Williams. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. He'll pull it on the read. Stumbled to the ground. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Rides the back and leaves it.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Caught over the middle. It's Wood. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. FIU pushing tempo.
2nd down coming up.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. Now on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Moore to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Hughes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Breaks into the open. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. FIU will line up to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. With the catch, it's Johnson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to keep it in the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The snap sets up the throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Perry. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Shakes off the defender. Touchdown, Ducks! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. BYU was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Cougars performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Oh, they're after him! And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A strike downfield. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking for space, it's Clark. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Under fire. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
FIU will line up to punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore to the air. That's caught. It's Casper. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Oregon. And they take it in for 6 more points. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you've got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. FIU will line up to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. On the run, it's Hughes. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Moore will throw. Finds his man. It's Hughes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wood. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. He'll do it himself. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. From the gun, the ground game. Finding an escape route. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's McNeil.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Hill. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play action fake. Caught close to the marker. It's Johnson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The give to the back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Moore to the air. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They'll stop him short of the first down, and the screen didn't quite convert. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Gives it on the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Here comes the offense on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the third. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a third down play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. FIU will line up to punt. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And as he throws, good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. It's Perry. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Perry. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Panthers! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
Number 0.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quickly out to the tight end. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And first down for the offense.
Moore to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Hughes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to throw again. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give out of the gun. Makes his man miss. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Turning it on. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. caught in the backfield. It's Casper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second down.
Moore will throw. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. He leaves it with the back. And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving